Hi. Thanks for joining us again. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Elliot, and I love you. Yeah, of course I do. It's not so hard to imagine when you recognize that love is love. And the way you express it is the way you love. It's on a scale of 1 to 10. It's 9 all the time, the most, and getting better, getting more, upward. Now, you're on the other side of a screen. You know my name, but I might not know yours. So, the capacity with which you can feel my love, and I can really specifically convey it, there are the limits. But our imagination is capable of overcoming, undercutting, dissolving. I want to say just about all limitations, and most certainly these ones. So I maintain, I love you. I really do. And to be specific, I love you because of who you are, who you're being. You're listening to this, then you're just like me. And that means we're striving together. And I love you for that. Yeah. I want to offer a message in terms of your journey towards becoming a more and more healthy you. I've been in the fitness, wellness industry. Wellness and words. Anyways, for about 15 years or so. I've read it all. I've tried most of it. And what I've learned most that I'll share with you at this time is that we mostly don't know fucking shit about energy, about meeting our needs, about the truth of what we're capable of. And so what I want to offer is some assistance, some insight into what we're capable of as all of us together are becoming more aware that we're capable of more. And that if we don't know what we thought we knew, we can at least dispose of all those hard, fast rules we grew up being told. And I don't need to spout any here to bias you, but you know them, right? Don't eat this with that at this time. Only this. Drink this much. Do that this there when. My dog does not enjoy my dramatics. So you're so weird, buddy. It makes sense, he's mine. I'm his. Part of me. So, in terms of your eating, consider it instead your energy, the creation of it, more or less, your use of it. And it might be a lot more complex, but also more simple than you thought. And I'm not going to get into any of that right now. This is something that you can use. As you shift energetically, vibrationally, you will be attracted to energies of a higher vibration. You will be attracted to vibrations that you are striving towards. And what that looks like at first can be deceiving. As you strive ever upwards on your journey of you and me, we're one. You might, crave is not the right word, but know that you want something you'd subjectively call quite junky. Or you want one thing one day and then another thing another day. The most important thing that you can do right now in terms of how you recycle energy and move it through you is love yourself for it. Because if you eat a bowl of superfood while stressing about it, whether it's the cost, or if you're doing the right thing, or if it's going to work, or you're thinking about something else while you're doing it, or you want to be eating something else, or any of that, that's not separate from what you're putting in your body. Right? When you think about it, when everything's energy, how could it be? It's happening at the same time. So as you transition to higher frequencies of yourself, what you'll want to eat can change really dramatically. And we're all so different that it's hard to give examples. And I don't want to bias you towards those. Instead, eat what you feel drawn to and allow your heart and mind to be relaxed. For instance, for myself, there was a stint, a few months, really, this year, where my main meal was like 2 junior somethings from McDonald's and a coffee, maybe a couple hash browns. No shame. And why should I? The reason that I was eating it is, I don't know if so complicated, but it was multivalent. One, due to my own life circumstances, grocery shopping and things like that were hard. Not as accessible. Cooking at home was not as accessible. And the backwards nature of manipulating us, or manipulating people and beings on a whole, or like healthy food, is more expensive. And that's a thing. So, whole and in good conscience, I did what I wanted. And my body felt great for it. Because don't worry about cholesterol, or don't forget everything you think you know. Mostly because, and this will continue to come out, we've been lied to about a lot. And experience, yours, can count for everything. So eat what you feel drawn to. In the manner with which we're all changing and transitioning, well, there's these purge symptoms, yeah? Well, the purging isn't just your relationship with other people. Your purging, depending on you and your energy, can be an aspect of purging with food. And you might desire something really decadent, rich, indulgent. And it has nothing to do with your dietary needs. It has everything to do with your freedom. Feel free. Trust yourself. And if you're stressed about what you're eating, that's the unhealthy part. If you're stressed about your smoking, that's the unhealthy part. And then don't get attached to any of it. Especially now. It's like getting attached to one of the stages of puberty. You know, oh, my voice is always going to be like this. Oh, shit. And then like a year or 2 or 4 levels out. Like, thank God. Really silly of me to stress about that. Yeah, man. Don't stress about transition. You'll know when you're settled. Because at present, one of my meals is a fucking bowl of water. I mean, lettuce. You know, lightly dressed with some olive oil and lemon and salt. Sometimes some kind of pepper or something. And then that leads me to the next and maybe last whole message is we're all different. But as you settle this aspect of your balancing, your whatever you consider your how you eat as a part of your field, your energy field, and kind of the purge of it, you may notice, it's likely, that you won't need it to eat quite as much. You might find that you might not need to eat nearly as much. Maybe I will certainly one day make a video that explains this more, but for now, maybe that's okay. Maybe that's more natural for the template of human that you really are when you're allowed to be free. You might go through a stage where you really want to eat, you're hungry and you just want to eat more. Like I said, release yourself from erroneous judgment. Why I say it like that is because fucking judge. Be the judge. And be like, innocent. Do it. Do it. Do it. You know? Let it be. be attached to even one day, even one meal. But do listen to how you're feeling. And do be true to yourself. And do continue to be true to yourself. Because a part of managing your diet is and purging and becoming yourself is falling into your own rhythm. Something that flows without interruption. Where it's one thing in a way and then all of a sudden it changes. Because disrupting our connection with the natural flow of time and energy is a part of the lie that separates us from us. Now, I just said, eat this one day, eat that other. Yeah, because the flow isn't external. It's within you. And it manifests without you too. Let your inner flow be consistent. Today, I listened to how I felt, and I answered, and I responded, and I gave, and I received. Next day, today, you see what I mean? That pattern is your becoming. Recap. Forget everything you know about diet. If it's your interest, look into it. If it's not, be sure you are connected to your interests, because you're eating that and it's good for you. Eat what you feel drawn to, unapologetically. As it changes, let it change. Don't attach yourself to a way that you are by who you have been. Let yourself be emergent every day and every moment. And then to reiterate, you're not what you eat as much as how you feel when you're eating it. It might as well be, I'd like some shame with a little bit of McDonald's on top. Thanks. I know I'm just using McDonald's as an example, but it's a helpful example because of the world that we live in and our culture, and I'm in Canada, so this is like YouTube, North American. You get it, right? It matters less the thing and more you. How you feel when you're eating it. And trust the magnificent miracle mystery that you are. Because remember, we don't know shit about shit. But if we relax and allow the wisdom of the divine that we are to communicate through us, then you don't need to know all the details. Just be a good listener. And listen to yourself, because you are wise. You've got wisdom in you. All of us do. Well, okay. That's it for now. I really appreciate doing this with you. It means everything to me. What we're doing together is important. It ripples across time, forwards and backwards and sideways and above and below. And this rippling is justice. This rippling is love. I fucking love you. Do your thing. And we're already together. Namaste. I love you.